And are we live?
Maybe.
And are we live?
Fuck.
I guess so. Maybe. Yeah, we are, because I hear myself in the background. Okay.
We are live. Oh.
Ass, and titties.
Alright, well, while that won't affect my Twitch stream, that will get me demonetized on YouTube.
Suck it.
Not like I'm making any money off of this anyway. Wait.
No. Here, it's actually GOFUCKOYOUSELF.
Do I get demonetized if you spell out a curse?
I don't think so.
I don't know. Let's try it again to see what happens.
She said
Fine.
fuck. Right, the
Alright,
only one who actually did the leveling up when I was supposed
I
to do
did
the
my
leveling
leveling up, thank you very much.
I did my leveling.
I planned it and then I just never did it, like on the sheet itself.
Well, today should be a nice, casual, in theory, role-playing heavy day, so not too many battles to the death.
Yeah.
If any at all. I'd be really surprised if you guys go and have a battle to death with your friends.
Oh. Oh boy.
Impromptu tournament arc.
Right.
This is
Anywho, welcome
I
to
punch
this
Wakiko in the back of the head. Okay, no fear.
Okay, Flint, go ahead.
chapter 35, Before the Storm. Technically our semi-final session before the final encounter begins. Last 2 weeks ago, you guys had a series of adventures. I'm not gonna go too much into detail because I wanted you all the chance to kind of tell each other in real time all the adventures you've experienced. So we'll go and get started right away, going back high into the Barovian Mountains. Tayet and Karloff. The pair of them have, for those who could see them, have the appearance of being through utter hell. They are alone. They look like frozen to the bone, judging by the fact that outside it is a raging blizzard. In front of them, the road fades away under a covering of snow, but it takes them far enough to see the facade of some kind of temple carved into the sheer mountainside ahead. The front of the structure is 50 feet high and has 6 alcoves containing 20-foot-tall statues. Each of them is carved from a single block of amber and depicts a faceless, hooded figure, its hands pressed together in a gesture of prayer. Between the two innermost statues is a 20-foot-tall archway with a staircase leading down. The wind hollows more. The pair, despite their appearances, still share a look of determination of, I guess they would say in their hearts, destiny. To go and step through the opening into the Ember Temple proper. Greeting them in the entrance, as he steps ascend about 10 feet of time-ravaged hallway with arrow slits on the walls. Beyond the hall lies a vast room. 4 black marble columns support the vaulted ceiling of the temple, at the north end of which stands a 40-foot-tall statue of a cowled figure in flowing robes. At the foot of the statue, sitting down with the head lowered, is a woman in Valachian guardwear. Her hat, the tricorn she's worn, though when she first arrived, was torn and ripped from her battles with the Misfits. As she raises her head, Maria looks over to her guests with a smile. Not a word is really exchanged as she stands up, and a dark smoke, just a billow from beneath her clothes, as 2 large hounds of hell appeared at her side. Fire gurgles and almost fumes from their mouths as they start to growl and hiss at the pair that has entered Maria's domain. As she steps forward, just a step, she brushes the hair past her face, allowing them to see the perfect pair of 2 eyes, one of which glows hot red as she takes a finger and scratches it across the blade. Welcome, friends. Now, which one of you threatened my sister? Back at the crypt, miles away.
What? God, I hate it when you do that. Son of a bitch.
God.
The Misfits, unknown to the machinations going on outside the halls. The Misfits have come back from various journeys across the land, wrapping up various leads and what have you. It has been, let's say, about an hour since you've all returned. Not much has been said, as many of you have been taking the time to rest and relax. Actually, we'll take this a bit further. To know Loot, to want to make sure he's able to talk, we'll say that from sheer exhaustion, most of you have gone straight to bed, and it is now the next day. So all of you had your spell slots back, fully rested, so heal up full, no hit dice. And it is essentially, for better or worse, I guess best we can have is a usual day in Barovia.
All together now.
All together at last. Not
Feels like so long.
separated anymore.
This would be a real shame if someone casted Meteor right now.
That would be a shame. So don't do it if you have it in your spell list.
No, that's way stronger than I have, than anything I have.
So welcome back, guys, to the crypt. It's been a while. Feel free to place out your characters and NPC. Well, I'll place out the NPCs where they presently be. Today's session is, for better or worse, one of rest, one of planning. So, in the great extent of the term.
Where's Shade been staying? I can't remember. Wasn't it like up here or somewhere?
Claim a room.
What has
This
not
is
been
my
claimed?
this is my room. This is Loot's room. I don't think either of these rooms are taken. If they are, I don't remember.
Let me look at these
I
beds.
know-
Let's see.
I know that's Time's room up there.
Yeah,
I can't remember where Autumn and Barda were staying.
I like this bed.
Flint, I'd like to roll a stealth check.
Oh, sweet
Wait, a
home.
stealth check. Why? What are you doing?
Flint, I'd like to roll a stealth check.
What are you checking?
I'm in the tree behind Argy.
What are you trying to do, buddy?
Undetermined
Nothing
yet.
good.
But I need to know if he. I need to know if he senses my presence.
Okay, we'll say that for the sake of that you're just trying to sneak up for now, Mister. I'm not gonna say what's gonna happen next. Roll your stealth check.
18.
Okay. Now let me see if he notices you. You boob. That's you at 18.
Yeah.
The gnome, unfortunately, rolls a 22. So he doesn't say anything just yet. He just kind of turns around on his bench while eating an apple. He's kind of watching curiously as you stroll behind him.
Well, I'm not doing anything. I'm just in a tree now.
Okay, well, he sees you crouching in a tree, basically, because he did notice you.
I kind of give him the eyebrows when he looks by.
What kind of eyebrows?
The
You know
eyebrows? The eyebrows?
The wiggly eyebrows going up and down.
You have eyebrows?
The eyebrows.
I imagine birds have eyebrow muscles.
Fair enough. Continue on.
That's all I'm doing. Nothing important. Move on.
Argy just nods, gets up, and drags Shepard by the collar to the other side of the courtyard.
That's just better range for fireball.
Don't cast fireball
swear
in
to
the
God.
middle of the courtyard.
I swear to God.
Isn't that what?
Yeah.
Fire.
No.
Autumn's trees and garden.
not in our home.
You will be, one, cleaning up the mess. Two, you're not going to be eating for like a week. Because that's our food supply. So don't you dare.
They're rats.
What?
No!
Wait, what?
No!
You stay out of my room and away from Breeze.
Who's Breeze?
Not
at?
all of us eat meat, dumbass!
Breeze
I
is
was-
Shade's mouse.
I've accomplished what I've been looking to do. Thank you, Flint.
All right.
Okay, alright. Whatever, I
This is
guess.
fine. It's just the way of the world, I guess.
He wanted to make
Alright.
us sweat. That's normal.
You other boobs? What you up to?
I'm exiting my room.
Yeah, Shade was checking on Breeze, gave Breeze a cracker.
Yay.
I
Yeah.
can't get my piece on there.
What?
I can't get my
know.
piece.
You can't drag your character to the board.
Oh.
Where you want to go?
Over in this area where Shade's at, because she doesn't know it, but I've been sleeping in this fucking filing cabinet by this flower bed for the last fucking 6 years. She picked my room for some reason, and I've probably just been waiting there thinking, well, she has the bed, so I'm just gonna stay.
No one
Is this
claimed it.
Is this an open room over here?
Harmony, if
flower
I
bed.
took your room, you have to say something. You can't just let it happen.
No, I just been staying in the cabinet beside the bed for the last little bit and thinking it's great because I don't have to sleep anymore. So while you're asleep, I just crawl up behind you to pick.
But-
So you've just been watching Shade.
That's not weird.
Yep.
Also,
That's
you
not
did
weird
take
or
a long
anything.
rest, so if you've used anything, you don't have it regained.
She just sleeps in the cabinet with shades now.
I thought Harmony can't sleep.
She can't, so she just sits in the cabinet and does God knows what while she sleeps.
Harmony likes to read, so maybe she's reading in there. In the
All right,
dark.
well, Shade's gonna see Harmony come out of the cabinet and probably just scream.
Scream.
Why are you in there?
Hearing the scream, I'd probably like make my way over and just look.
Hi, Shade.
Oh yeah, I think we're probably pretty close by. So Autumn's probably gonna dart out of her room. Like, what was that? You know, like, is everyone okay?
Why were you in this room? Why were you in the cabinet? Hello?
Well, before it was your room, it was my room. See the pretty flower bed spread? Yeah, that was mine. And so when you took it, I decided I would just stay here, but stay in this cabinet.
What? If I took your room, why didn't you say something?
Because it's your room now.
That's
You're
not...
the alpha female.
What? That's not how that works.
It works in nature.
No, this isn't nature. This is a not even a human household, just a living being human household. Like, if I take your bed, that's when you're like, oh, sorry, this one is taken, but the room next to it is not taken. Speaking of which, if the room next door is not taken and I took your room and you didn't want to say anything, why didn't you just go to the next room?
It's got an ugly ass bedspread.
Then we trade.
The vanity of Harmony. It has the ugliest bedspread. You see it? Look at it.
Seeing that there is no danger, Autumn leaves and goes to the kitchen to make some tea. She looks ill and like she couldn't sleep very well last night.
Oh god.
Well, I guess I'm glad to see that things are going back to normal,
Ugh.
as normal as things could be in this crypt.
Melchior, you agree with me, right? You agree with me, right? Like, if it was her room, she should have said something, right?
I mean, that would be the reasonable thing to do, but
I'm not reasonable.
yeah.
No, you're the tiefling in the cupboard.
Okay, alright. Do you want your room back?
No, you can has. I like this corner. It's nice.
So you're just
You
going
make
you're going to sleep
What?
in the cabinet. Why?
I'm everywhere. Sometimes I sleep under other people's beds, like Melchior's.
What?
What?
She doesn't sleep.
I don't sleep. I am the one hiding under your bed.
Mordecai would tell me if you were in my room.
He would. You don't know if I'm full of shit or not.
The fact that
Holy shit!
the fact that Mordecai would tell me if you were in my room implies that you haven't been in my room.
Damn it, Mordecai, lie to him.
Much like you, he also does not need to sleep.
Oh, see, that's even a better reason why he wouldn't tell you. We've been playing cards under your bed.
What the? He's a bird.
He doesn't have hands.
He
He has talent.
I guess he's
And
gotta
he
be.
And he can't lie to me.
can't lie to him.
Well, actually, did you ever ask?
Yeah, did you ever ask? I mean, did you
I-
ever ask?
I tell him every night before I go to sleep to let me know if anything happens.
Okay.
Oh, see, Big Daddy Maury knows everything.
Please don't call him that. I'm not okay with that.
I feel mildly uncomfortable. I start to walk away.
All right.
You can tell she's running on like chocolate and fucking insanity juice because of everything that's happened in the last couple of days. She's just fucking off kilter.
That's entirely fair.
All right.
Everybody handles trauma their own way, I suppose.
Shay's gonna go back into her room, gather all of her things, pulls Breeze onto her shoulder, and just gonna go over to this room right here.
That's my room.
God damn. Okay, fine. This
See-
is my
see-
room.
see the-
Sleep in the
see
cabinet.
the
I don't
ugly-
care.
See the
Why
ugly
didn't any-
bedspread?
See the ugly bed.
We asked multiple times if these rooms were taken.
We were muted for sure.
Oh God.
Bless Shade's heart. She's just like, what the fuck?
I just wanted a room.
I think these rooms are. I think these are definitely empty.
Fuck it. I'm already the alpha female. This is my room. Sleep in the goddamn cabinet. I don't care anymore.
Hell yeah.
That's my
You're a
room.
roommate.
No, this is your room.
Wait, that's my room? I'm so
Yes.
confused. Then who the hell's in my room?
You're Grick.
Dick Rick.
Oh, right, that's the thing.
Your pet Rick is in your room guarding it.
Frederick's
I'm
been waiting
chilling
for you
out.
this entire time.
I'm in a tree. I do not know this.
Wait, I have a Grick?
Shit.
I'm
who's
so
the
tired of
idiot?
you abandoning your children, Para. First Chris, now the grit. When will you be a good father?
Well, I mean, listen. What do you want me to say?
Well, you seem like you had something to say there for a second.
Pay your fucking child support. That's what I want you to do.
Peril was just about to say he was just about to go for milk, and he'll be back, okay?
Oh,
Actually,
God.
I do want to go shopping.
Oh my God, you guys.
All right. Well, once I've settled my stuff back into my room, I'm just gonna go. Fuck this.
I'm gonna go make sure that she's okay.
Okay.
You all right?
I'm frustrated.
That was a lot right there. I know that we haven't spent much time here since you joined us, but that's not abnormal.
I mean, I know it's not different for this group, but with the amount of times that I've slept in that bed, she could have at least said something. Instead, I didn't even hear her come into. I usually hear people come into my room. Why did I not hear her come into the room? Was she already in there?
Exactly. Kind of like Fez from that 70s show.
She's always there, and she's very shy.
I see this. Well, fuck. I guess I'm gonna have to go find some blankets or something to put in the goddamn cabinet. I'm glad I sleep with all of my stuff under my pillow.
I've signed some blankets to put in the cabinet, oh lord.
Oh, that's nice of you.
Just, you know, every breath you take, she'll be watching you.
Oh, for
I don't
love.
want her sleep.
if Shade found out you were actually like actively watching her sleep as opposed to just sleeping in the cabinet, she is gonna flip out more.
I read books and stuff in there.
Okay, that's
Ignore
better.
that. What? That's not right.
Anyway, I'm sorry, Shade. Fucking, it's nothing personal. Fucking kills her.
No. No, that is not right. I'm trying.
Let's sing up to the kitchen then. Autumn cakes.
Cakes?
What you doing? Cakes. Autumn cakes.
Are you
Autumn,
making-
cakes.
are the people who are in the kitchen still actually in the kitchen?
They are.
Oh.
The fact that you walk in, you hear Galahad shout to you, "Good morrow, Miss Songbottom. How did you sleep?"
Autumn, like, her ears are like almost flat against her skull, and she's like, walks
Are you feeling well? I know quite a few remedies to bring out the morning blues.
please.
Oh, okay.
I need tea, please. I
You
need.
need what?
I'm going to make some tea now. Can you please
Tea?
take it down?
I can make tea for you. You go sit down over there. I'll help take care of you. You
God.
put far enough.
Where's Barda when you need him? Throw
Oh,
some.
I saw him sleeping earlier. Man, that man snore.
I'm so tired. Okay. All right. If you must make tea, and if it will prevent you from bothering me as I sit here, I will let you do it.
I like that Dr. Victor is just watching this happen.
He is, and he is just smiling to himself in his whole interaction.
No. Good morning, Dr. Victor.
Ma'am, are you sleeping well?
As well as I can, I suppose.
Good, good. I've had a chance to talk to the other good doctor. Had a lot to say. You let me know if you need anything.
Hold on, it's really mumbly. Let me turn up the volume. What was that again?
I said, Dr. Victor says with a smile, I've had a chance to talk to Dr. Von Richten. He has a lot to say, and
Wonderful.
you let me know if you need anything.
Oh, please. Sure.
My dear, do you want 1 lump or 2 lumps of sugar on your tea?
No sugar!
No sugar. That's a shame. What about honey? I have honey salts.
Yes, honey is fine if we have any. Please,
Aha.
please, just stop shouting. Autumn, like, holds her.
I'm not shouting. This is my inside voice.
I don't want to hear your outside voice. Please, someone, please. Autumn, like, kind of puts her head against the table and mumbles, like, it's a nightmare. I trust everyone else has slept decently.
Oh, yes, I slept like a babe. I was said peacefully and soundly, which is why on this morning I can feel the joy coming out of me as we can feel the sense of battle on the horizon.
Please,
Victory will be ours.
I hope you're right.
My dear, I have never felt more at peace in my life.
Okay. What kind of tea is it that you're making again? Wait, do you know how to make tea? Wait, what do you make? Wait. Oh no, I should have made the tea myself.
If he went to jail, he wouldn't be able to help her.
What are you putting in there?
You see various pots and bottles come flying off the wall as he goes and dumps more and more of the things in.
No. I'm serious. I need to know what you're putting in there.
Oh, trust me, I know exactly what I'm doing.
No, I know. I trust you, but I need to.
As he comes over proudly with this nice warm-looking pot, 2 fine cups of steaming water, and 2 tea bags, all freshly made.
What does it smell like?
You take it to your nose and you get a scent of ginger and other antioxidants. And actually a little bit of mint. You take it to your nose and you get a scent of ginger and other antioxidants. And actually, a little bit of mint.
Antioxidant? Question mark.
Ooh.
This is very good. Thank you.
No problem. It was one of my wife's favorite brands. A little bit of ginger, a little bit of peppermint.
She takes a sip. This is very, very good. You said your wife makes this sometimes, or
No, I made it for her.
you don't still make it for her?
She's super dead.
She would already know. Fuck.
Galahad just smiles and just, if you want it, I also can get you some rosemary. But regardless,
Ro-
because of the
What?
bug. Here's to a good, fabulous morning.
Thank you. This is very nicely done. Is that his background music that I'm hearing with the horses?
It is.
Okay, because I'm hearing like, and he's like making tea.
Yeah. Elsewhere, Cross and Harmony, what are you up to?
What you doing, Cross?
So you think my bedspread shit?
My bedspread shit. Oh no.
Did you ask Harmony if she thought your bedspread was shit?
No. That's what you said.
Oh. Yeah, there's not enough flowers on it, but I like the blue. It's just, it needs flowers. Here, has this one. Pulls a dead one out of her pocket.
Whatever. We can deal about fucking bed. We got more. Gotta talk to Himes.
That's right. Guess what, though? Your bedspread is not as ugly as your face. And walks off.
I swear. I'm gonna choke her. I'm gonna fucking choke her.
Did I mean it? Did I not mean it?
You find Himes, of all places, hanging out in the library with Octavio. Himes currently is reading away at a few books. He notices a few about adventure and orders of knights. He isn't taking note of you coming in just yet.
She puts on a more serious face as she thinks about how they're gonna have to ask and explain this to him. And she's like, well, this isn't time for dancing. Son of a bitch.
Hey, Himes, Uncle Cross and Auntie Harmony. Wanna talk?
I'm the big sister. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Didn't say that out loud.
Well, Himes giggles, but technically aren't I older than both of you combined?
Yes, but I'm bigger sometimes.
True, you may have the age on us, but for your race, you still are a kid.
Do you want to be the big brother? Looks at him like,
No, it's okay.
you gonna start bringing
You
me
can be
candy?
my big sister if you want.
Aww.
No, I want. You get to do the hard talking there, Cross. Looks over here and looks at you like you're the bad news bearer.
Well, first of all, you sound kind of down and kid. What's going on? What's got your goat?
Got my dope, but kind of looks towards you, Harmony, and points towards Cross. Is he well? Has he been drinking again?
That's just the way he is. What he means to say is, what has you down? Why do you sound so sad?
I'm not sad. I'm frankly tired. It's been a rough few weeks, months. I don't think I've seen any of you guys here all at the same time in a long time. Not since the siege.
It has been a while. You know how it is, out there being stupid.
She's not wrong. We do have some news for you. You know how You know you're a silver dragon, right?
Yes?
And there has to be others like you. Others of your kind, that is. Well,
Yes.
me and Harmony came across this place, Argan, and they have an order of knights that serve an ancient silver dragon. And come to find out,
What
they're
are
your
you
kin.
saying?
You're related to this great ancient dragon that these knights served.
What? Related?
Yeah. In fact, you're the son of their matriarch.
You're a fancy dragon. She does jazz hands.
You're actually kind of royal in a way. Son.
But my parents are dead?
Unfortunately. For some time now. And
Times just looks to the floor, cradling his book a little.
Harmony gives him a hug. Kind of wraps an arm around him.
Heim allows it for a moment before shrugging it off. I would like to be alone for a little bit.
Yeah, of course.
As he goes to the doorway, he looks back at you, too.
Mhm.
Thanks for letting me know.
Of course. You know, we're here for
Before he leaves, Harmony's going to tell him that this doesn't change anything here, though. You're still our family, and we'll always be yours.
He nods slightly before turning and walking off towards his room. You hear from down the hall not necessarily a slam, but a hearty kind of door being closed and locked shut as he takes some time to himself.
Well, that went, as expected.
You did all right by my book. Turn around to see Octavio sitting at the table, drinking some wine.
You think so?
Well, the boy had to know sooner or later, and best now, but right before the end of things. Frankly, I would have been more tactful, maybe got him in a safe place, a little bit of warmth, because, I do know my warmth. But I would give it a solid 7 out of 10.
Warmth.
Thanks.
Should we have given him alcohol?
No,
Roll to
not
see.
that kind of warmth.
I looked at Rick down and said, warmth. Should we have given him alcohol?
Well, if judging by his stance and his intellect, I would assume he is about of age. I'd assume why not.
Yeah, no, not gonna happen. Changed my mind. Turns back around. I feel bad. It's shit to find out that your parents are dead.
I wouldn't want to delay it, though.
No, I think that would make it worse.
Yeah. With that, I'd tell Harmony about needing a way to communicate long. But I need to go blow off some steam, so I'm going to go fight in the pit and earn some gold. Do something that I can actually do.
Take me with you. I want to fight something.
All right, well, come on then.
I need to get better at fighting things because I'm afraid to hurt people.
Yeah. You're definitely going to need to lose that kind of.
I don't like it.
Maybe we'll see TikTok and maybe.
You want me to fight TikTok? What's wrong with you?
Best way to learn is to start the hard way.
I'm curious, what kind of shops are around here?
In Valaki, I would say at this point, There's a few general stores. I would say the blacksmith has started to get things together, as well as a number of other unique things. Mind you, prices need to be haggled to make them spendable. But people are desperate to make some cash. I guess in that case, I think Loot was wanting to go shopping too. But for you, Wackio, what were you looking to go look for?
Just anything that might help us out. Like, I know for a fact, if it's possible, might be cool to get a few spell scrolls or some shit that people can use.
I'll see if there's at least one out there. At least a magical shop would most likely be in the upper district. So if you would like to go there, I'd be happy to help lead you along. And over the table, if anyone like to go shopping as well before you come back for like an evening of planning.
Yes.
I mean, I think looking at Autumn's supply list, she would want to make sure she has enough arrows that are silvered, either silvered arrows or silver crossbow bolts. Because Strahd is weak to silver, right? I think. Or is that just werewolves?
I think that's werewolves.
Just werewolves? It doesn't matter then?
Maybe. I don't
a
know.
lot of things here are weak to silver. We don't.
Wait, why don't we read the book first? That might help us. Because Wakiko in her bag has the Tome of Strahd.
You think we know how to read? That's a good idea, though.
Wait, I do have the Tome of Strahd?
It's in your bag of holding. Autumn said you earned it and then gave it to you to put in your bag of holding, and you did.
Ah, I should write that down.
We have the book, whatever we got from the Phantom, and we have the sword. Those are the three things we need, right?
I think so.
You have the book, the Tome of Strahd, the Sun Sword, and the thing that Akio actually would also have on their possession would be the holy symbol of Ravenkind.
Yeah.
So I think before we go shopping for supplies, we should read the tome to see if that would help us know what we need. Perhaps. Well, the siege isn't going to plan itself.
Well,
I'm going to
Thanks
start
very much
making
for the
my way
tea.
to the common room. Giving Rictavio a brief nod as I enter.
Shade doesn't really have anything better to do at the moment, so I guess Shade's just gonna follow Melchior and see what he has planned.
Hi, it's you again.
Oh god, dear Jesus Christ. Ah!
I like her. She's so nice.
Shade's just gonna look at Harmony and just sort of like facepalm for a moment, and then she just goes, if there's a storage around here, get some blankets and get some pillows. You can stay in the cabinet if you want. I really don't care.
Roommates.
Roommates.
I mean, considering it's been so long, you won't even notice I'm there.
I mean, up until this point, I did not notice you were there, so... Yeah, no.
I could always go harass my brother. But it's more fun in there with you. Smile.
With everyone gathered, all of your allies from across Barovia. Wakio, you stand in the center of the room with Rictavio and Rita looking over to you. Rictavio gives us a nod of approval at one of you being one of the ones that have managed to get through his tests. So he didn't give you any kind of curiosity. Rita, though, has a very curious look at what the tome have on you. Dear monk, if you wouldn't mind, would you like to share us what's inside that tome?
Sure. Wakiko walks a little towards the table, hands it to Autumn. I can't read.
Well, Wakiko, surely. Well, I suppose you know so many languages verbally that knowing all of them in a literary way might be difficult.
No, just bad at reading.
Oh, all right then. Thank you. I will read it then. She opens up to the front page.
Flipping through, you find the book is awfully, awfully old. There are not many passages left intact. It takes a good flipping to come to a certain one near the end that has anything that is legible.
Most of this book is too old. The text is just so faded. Well, here's a passage at the end. Autumn opens it towards the end of the book and kind of reads a little bit with her eyes first before she starts reading it aloud. I am the ancient. I am the land. My beginnings are lost in the darkness of the past. I was Zariel's warrior. I was good and just. I thundered across the land like the wrath of a just god. But the Harakir war and the dragon purge wore down my soul as the wind wears stone into sand. All goodness slipped from my life. I found my youth and strength gone, and all I had left was death. My army settled into the valley of Barovia and took power over the people in the name of the Morning Lord, but with none of Zareth's grace or justice. I called for my family, long unseated from their ancient thrones, and brought them here to settle back into the castle Ravenloft. They came with a younger brother of mine, Sergei. He was handsome and youthful, and I hated him for both. From the families of the valley, one spirit shone above all others, a rare beauty who was called perfection, joy, and treasure. Her name was Tatiana, and I longed for her to be mine. I loved her with all my heart. I loved her for her youth. I loved her for her joy. But she spurned me. Old One was my name to her, elder and brother also. Her heart was to Sergei. They were betrothed. The date was set. With words she called me brother, but when I looked into her eyes they reflected another name, death. It was the death of the aged that she saw in me. She loved her youth and enjoyed it, but I had squandered mine. The death she saw in me turned her from me, and so I came to hate death, my death. My hate is very strong. I would not be called death so soon. I did what the Dark Pharaoh could not. I struck a pact with the Raven Queen, a pact of blood. On the day of the wedding, I killed Sergei, my brother. My pact was sealed with his blood. I found Tatiana weeping in the garden east of the chapel. She fled from me. She would not let me explain, and a great anger swelled within me. She had to understand the pact I made for her. I pursued her. Finally, in despair, she flung herself from the walls of Ravenloft, and I watched everything I ever wanted fall from my grasp forever. It was 1,000 feet through the mist. No trace of her was ever found. Not even I know her final fate. Arrows from the castle guards pierced me to my soul, but I did not die. Nor did I live. I became undead. Forever. I have studied much since then. Vampire is my new name. I still lust for life and youth, and I curse the living that took them from me. Even the sun is against me. It is the sun and light I fear the most, but little else can harm me. Even a stake through my heart does not kill me, though it holds me from movement. But the sword, that cursed sword that Sergei brought, I must dispose of that awful tool. I fear and hate it as much as the sun. I have learned much, too, about this land of Barovia, and the Queen's machinations for it. Ancient are her ways, ancient beyond the knowledge of the simple folk of the valley. It's no matter. I will never falter in my duties. The servants of the Bloodlord will remain scattered across the land, lost in the turmoil of my creation while I search for my eternal reward. If the nature of this prison appears what it is, my beloved soul will be reborn. Often I have hunted for her. I have even felt her within my grasp, but she escapes me. Tatiana taunts me. She taunts me. What will it take to bend her love to me? I now reside far below Ravenloft. I live among the dead, and sleep beneath the very stones of this hollow castle of despair. I shall seal shut the walls of the stairs that none may disturb me. Save for her. Save for my Tatiana.
Hi, excuse me, made a pact with whom?
You're,
Yeah.
Wow.
uh,
Oh, great.
Melchior?
I know nothing about this.
Ah,
okay.
well, that's a
Autumn
lot.
closes the book and takes a deep breath.
Raven
And then
Queen,
says-
Ravenloft, oh my fucking god, why didn't I fucking see this?
So, what did we learn?
Well, we learned
Right.
that Melchior's sugar mama is getting around.
This
So
was
she's a hoe.
this was way before my time.
Oh yeah, this
That's-
was like years ago, right? Like, yeah,
Centuries.
Centuries.
Yeah, we know
Oh,
this.
I wasn't even
We know
born
this,
yet.
we know this.
It's okay that your lady is a hoe.
I have
she
a
could still
terrible-
be nice.
Terrible feeling. Is Irina with us here today?
Where is Irina?
Make a perception check. I don't know. Where is she?
Wait, where's Irina? Flit?
Easy look around, TikTok laughing. I saw her over in the vault. She was looking at the shinies.
Oh, she up there. She
No.
is.
Oh god.
Wait,
Okay.
she's where?
In the vault,
The vault. Look,
in the lower right corner.
By herself? What?
Yes.
well, fuck.
Let's go.
Get out of the way, you fat bastard!
I hate to. Okay, there's a lot to unpack here, but we need to find Irina right now.
I'm heading to one of the exits to block it.
I'll go to the other one.
I'm gonna put my mage hand up right at the exit so she can't get past me.
Okay.
Melchior? You good?
I don't know where the other one's at anymore. Oh, here.
I don't know how to answer that question.
So sun is against him. We fling into sun. Problem solved.
The sun sword?
No,
we
no, no.
We tie him to the sun sword, tie him to a rocket, and then shoot him into the sun.
Yeah.
Are
I'm
we?
not
Are we?
okay. I'm not okay with this.
Wait, is okay? I'll just go back. We'll get Irina later. That's fine. I thought we were going.
No,
Well, you can go. No, you're still over there. Is anyone joining you to go to
Is
area?
anyone coming with me to find Irina?
We were blocking.
Yeah, I
Exit,
assumed
so
we
she
were gonna
couldn't
follow.
leave.
I just wanted to check on Melchior real quick. That was kinda...
That was a lot, yeah.
I'll go for sure.
I'm gonna go take a nap, real quick, you guys.
Hold on now. So, like, does that mean that... Is Strahd in a pact with the Raven Queen as well?
Love.
At one point.
At one point, so
Yeah.
not anymore?
We don't know.
You don't know
That's,
that.
that's why I'm going to take a nap.
Oh boy.
He's taking
Oh,
a nap.
he's
He
gonna
can
go
talk to the
meditate.
Raven Queen. Let him go lie down.
Oh, okay.
See ya.
Go take a nap.
Excuse me. I need to go talk to my my sugar lady.
Shade has...
Autumn pokes her head around the corner, yells at Shade. He's going to talk to his sugar mama. Let him nap.
Shade
Let
just,
the boy sleep.
Shade just has like a look of worry on her face, and she just looks to Autumn like, wait, is Autumn here? Autumn's not here.
Autumn is now gone again
Okay.
to Irene.
Yeah, so Shade's just
Alright.
gonna slowly
So-
make her way to Irina.
So we'll say you happen to find her in, as TikTok mentions, the armory. She's presently, or I should say the vault. You walk in and she's polishing various armor and weapons. Her pair of whips at the side. She comes in a bit startled. And then you come in and start her a little bit as she almost drops a piece that looks like some ancient paladin shield or what have you. Are the pair of you all right?
Irina, we have read the Tome of Strahd. Does the name
Okay.
Tatiana mean anything to you?
Well, just one thing. She puts down the shield and goes over to one of her whips. Maria gave this to me a while back. She holds up her blessed whip, one that has given off radiant damage. This is, I was told this is called Tatiana.
The whip?
Yeah, it was apparently an heirloom of a member of my family.
Do you know what member?
I guess been some grandmother or someone old. I don't know. It's always been paired with this other one, the cursed whip, Sergei.
Of course it is.
Irina. I know why Strahd seeks you. We know why Strahd seeks you.
And let me
It's
tell
probably
you,
best-
it's a doozy of an answer.
Perhaps you should come meet with the rest of us in the common room. We think we will need you most desperately for this battle.
Well, I always assumed so. That's what Madame Ava said, right?
Yes, and now we know why.
Oh. All right.
Yeah, Shade's just gonna go over to Irina, put both hands on her shoulder, and just sort of like gently push her out of the room. All right, let's go. We gotta talk.
We're going now.
We
Let's-
gotta
Come
go.
on. We have to talk. We have to talking. The time for
Okay.
talking.
She follows you urgently over back to the powwow meeting.
Thank you.
Do either of us notice them like walking by us? Are we good? We good?
Yes, we're fine. You may come back.
We'll say for the second time that they do grab you.
Thank you. We're good?
Are we all back?
Sorry, shit.
Mm-hmm. Well, what do you want to tell me?
We'll just slide the book to her.
You may read it yourself if you wish. The Tome of Strahd. All that's legible are the last couple of pages, but they have quite a bit of important information that will allow us to defeat him. And we now know why, Irina, you might be the key to this, to his destruction. Should we?
All right. Guess I'll
Should we just tell her, or just like?
Well-
Let her read it. Just let her read it.
A very
Okay.
quick question. Why are only
Yes.
the last few pages readable?
Legible? It's old? I assumed it was old?
Is like
Yeah.
the book damaged or like
Namely, yes, from age and time. Actually, you want?
could we
Wreck it.
use prestidigitation on it?
Huh.
DM's having to go write up a bunch of new words.
Or if anyone knows the mending cantrip.
Yeah, that
I
too.
do not.
Let's see. The book is bound in thick leather cover with steel hinges and fastenings. The pages are parchment and very brittle. Most of the book is written in the curious shorthand that only Strahd employs. Stains and age have made most of the work illegible, but several paragraphs remain intact and readable. I guess technically, yeah, you could clean it up
Okay,
to find
but
out
just-
secrets.
Just imagine Strahd being like, "Dear diary, today Tatiana wouldn't fuck me."
We'll
I
see.
am very
my
depressed. I
God.
think I'm going to commit murder.
Well,
She says
we'll
I'm
say
old.
this. If one of you wants to take downtime later to fix it, I'll allow... I have an idea of what we can do. I won't be able naturally to pull a good tome's worth of story out of my butt, but something else that could be useful to the Misfits, if they so wish to employ it.
I want to do it, but I don't have mending.
I look at Melchior.
Melchior is asleep in the other room.
God fucking damn it!
Melchior
I'll
went
look
to
at him when he
go.
comes back.
Melchior went to go
Would,
yell at his sugar mama.
Would
When he comes back, I will look at him again in that look of "You will fix this book, please, thank you."
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Well, Irina's catching up and giving Garp to get a chance to read the Tome of Strahd, which is in the Misfit chat. Well,
In the process of reading it now.
okay,
I need to
let's
turn
go
Garth down.
to you, Mori. In your slumber, how quickly do you happen to fall asleep naturally as a character? Is it like a trance kind of thing, or?
It's just like going to sleep.
Got it.
Yeah,
If he needs help, I can knock him out.
I'm okay.
Very generous of you.
I've been pretty exhausted for the last year, so that's fine.
Damn.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
That's a fair answer, though.
We'll say while you hit the pillow, even though you already had like an 8 hours of sleep, it doesn't take long for you to meditate, to find your peace, which wisps you away. In your dream, you find yourself in the woods. It looks like, judging by the appearance of the place, almost like that of some random road in Barovia. You feel calm despite the appearance of the place, but you don't feel alone.
I look around.
You hear a few birds cry, rustling of leaves, and just a gentle breeze in the air. Scanning in the other direction, you hear the woods almost breathe before speaking out to you. Been a long time, Melchior.
It has. Samhain, right?
Indeed, not the beginning.
Right after I got here. So were you going to tell me?
In due time. You needed to experience this land for yourself. I needed you to know why I set you on this path.
But you made him. You did this to Barovia.
And like a good lord of the Shadowfell, I have already set things into motion to set all of this right.
Sending me here. To clean up what happened centuries ago.
I know it's not the most delicate of ways to rectify the situation, but I am not a powerful god. I have power, yes. And the pact I made with Strahd von Zerevich those centuries ago, they've become twisted into something unhealthy.
Why? I just don't understand why. Why even do the pact? Why give him that power?
He was noble once. He was truly, much like you. And the world and all of its neighbors needed some things sealed away. They needed to never be able to see the light of the material plane, to keep the balance intact. But I was younger then. I thought after it is time to handle other things, he would make the perfect watchdog. I never realized back then what would have unfolded. The monster that would be created. Let alone the fate I was holding back.
He truly is a monster.
Yes, indeed.
What needed to be sealed away? What was so dangerous?
You've met her already. Met her and her conniving little traitor.
Tayet.
The one who kept me from you for so long, who abused our arrangement to her own gain.
But if we kill Strahd, she'll be free. If I understand that correctly.
Indeed. As well as many other things inside this demi-plane.
That complicates things.
It does, doesn't it? However, myself and my own allies feel like it's time
To set Barovia free.
and to let Tayet try to enact her plans.
Suppose that's something I'll have to deal with at a later time.
Perhaps, but you will not be alone.
I haven't been. That's been good.
Me and the others made sure they all picked warriors that we admired. Potential for good and for justice. Though the gods do like their order, it is not good to not let change happen. You see here in these lands what happens when one tries to go against that order of things, to prevent death, to not let even something as chaotic, destructive, Tayet, or mischievous as that phantom to go about the world. I cannot see what is beyond the threshold once they do leave here.
Well, I know that regardless of what happens, we'll do our best to stop them. We can't have another Strahd.
Technically, no. But that is a thing you all should be mindful of. Regardless of Strahd's place in this world and to the balance of the universe, Barovia should be reconnected back to the world. However, it has been connected too long to my plane to go without a master. It needs its guard dog.
And who should that be?
I do not know. I have my preferences. However, my last choice decided to become a raving, insane, power-hungry vampire.
Yeah. I'd say that you know how to pick them, but clearly that's not the case. Until recently, anyway. So you don't expect me to kill the people that I'm close to. That's not something
No.
that you want from me.
No. There is many ways to seal a blood pact. To essentially sign one's soul to reign over a land such as this, both fairly as well as a proper prison guard. Whoever does decide upon this, yes, would most likely live forever. Or at least until such time someone comes to replace them. What to do would mean to serve both the light and the dark. Someone willing to spill blood.
Would they be trapped, as Strahd was?
They would. However, they would be able to control, like Strahd has, to decide who comes and goes from these lands. Barovia could join the world once more. So whoever you do decide is the one, and this extends to all of you and your comrades. That this does not rest just on your shoulders.
I don't know if I'd want that much responsibility if I'm being fully honest with you. So that's good.
I would advise, though, that if you and your immediate comrades keep yourselves free. When you do unleash the beast upon the world, you'll need to be able to go and see it all to help make sure the chaos doesn't go outside its own bounds.
I'll let everybody know. But I would like to ask you a favor as well. Since all this is being thrust on me and my group, if you can send a message to Galadriel, my guide. I haven't spoken to her either since I got here. I'm sure she's worried.
You feel the wisp of a cloak across your back as Virgin Queen steps out in front of you. She lets out a little smile past her hood as she just walks past you further into the mist and disappearing from sight.
Appreciate it.
As you wake back up to the waking world. Back in the powwow, what do you guys, how are things going? We'll say that Arena has just finished reading the tome herself.
So, what's it like being popular with the boys?
Shade, really?
Listen, I cope with humor. I'm trying to cope.
Oh, Hans!
Please, please. Enough.
You're
So,
popular
as you
with the
can
boys.
see, we now know why Strahd has such an affinity for you. And you may be very well the key to his undoing. Because of this.
Because I contain the soul of his beloved.
There are no souls that leave Barovia. They are simply recycled. Because of the nature of the curse on the land. So, very well, yes, you may have her soul.
Wait a minute, that means... Oh, shit.
What?
Nothing. I was just thinking to myself. Don't worry about it.
Well, now I'm going to worry about it.
Smiles
Right.
across.
So what you telling me is that I happen to not only have to kill that bastard for the sake of my own freedom, but for that of my ancestor from centuries ago. Huh.
You will not be
Good.
alone.
Well, I better well not.
There's no need to fear that. But perhaps you are the key to unlocking his weakness. That your very presence will open the door for us to finally end this.
To his tomb. Sounds about right.
We also know, based on what the tome says, he keeps his castle sealed, save for Tatiana. That he
said...
would... Sorry.
Go ahead.
That he would let you in. That he would open up his defenses for you.
To his grave. Because clearly you guys have all managed to get in the castle before.
Yeah, I was about to say, he's not doing such a good job on sealing that fucking thing. We've been in there twice.
But it sounds like that was just, if I'm reading this correctly, moot to him. Octavius, that's the word. You're correct, my dear. He can only be truly killed inside his grave.
How are we gonna get him in the grave to fight him? Does he know this?
Autumn looks at Shade and gestures towards Irina once more.
Okay, but if I was an overlord, crazy fucking vampire dude, and I knew how things killed me and what needed to be done to kill me, even if I deeply loved somebody, I would not go to the one place that could fucking kill me.
Would you for love?
I don't know. Probably not.
Nah, most would.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can't blame me for not knowing. I'm not exact. You know what? Fuck it. Never mind. Ignore me.
Autumn shakes her head. Shade, perhaps one day you will truly know what it means to be stupid for someone you love.
Barda scratches his head. I wonder what that's about. I've done nothing but do smart and nice things for my lady.
Oh, you have the intellect of a squirrel, my love. Big brother bull.
Well, I like squirrels. I take that as a compliment.
You should.
Alright, alright. I guess you guys have a point. I guess people can make you do stupid things.
Except me. I'm already stupid enough.
Goodness.
I can second that! Brown shouts in the back.
You shut the fuck up.
Oh my god!
Came all this way. Got stuck here looking for your ass. I'll fight you.
Well, at least I didn't die!
Damn.
Oh, that's a low blow.
I'm sorry, I'm
Rowan?
really mean. I'm awfully stressed!
Damn. Rowan, come on, you're gonna make her fall to pieces.
I'm dying of laughter. Laughter.
Well,
It doesn't have to be a lover that one can be stupid for, Shade.
True. I'm stupid for all you bastards.
Shade just like puts her head in her hands.
I'd sleep with one eye open if I were you.
No, she doesn't have to. I'll watch the door.
God damn it! Get the fuck out of my cabinet!
Autumn shakes her head. Now as for the rest of it, let's see. She opens the tome again and skims. He hates the sun. The sun sword is the closest thing to the sun we have. It may, in fact, be, as foretold, our key to defeating him, since all weather is controlled by Strahd, because he controls the land. So he is not going to allow sun exposure, if he can help it.
Also, Sarge, the sword. That. be
Serge
needed.
is the name of your other whip, Irina?
Yes. Tatiana and Sergei.
Sergei.
I'm
Sorry.
not sure if... Okay. I am not sure if Maria knew the connection, but the irony is uncomfortably perfect.
Hmm.
I have a thought. Victalia speaks up. The heart. That is unquestionably the way he controls the weather of the land. And vampires by nature, when they do die, they must return via mist form to their grave, which is presently locked, save for the touch of Miss Colleen. So it appears you have one option, if you so choose it. The heart, I heard, is cracked. We have an army waiting out, not too far away. We can bring the siege to him. Two parties. One confronts the creature itself. The other goes after the heart. You can't defend both at the same time.
We actually might have three. The knights at Argenvoss have agreed to help us. They just
I
need,
know that is the army I was speaking of.
Oh, I wasn't sure. You might have your own army. I mean, you are the great slayer, after all.
Well, you buttered me up there, sir. He tosses you a coin. Go buy yourself a nice milk.
Go buy yourself
Okay.
milk.
Well, yes, he's of a beast folk, and imagine they like lapping up milk. I don't see a thing.
For one who is so intelligent, you are woefully ignorant on manners.
Oh, was I rude again?
That was
here.
unfortunately rude. Please don't give me a coin.
He
No.
tosses you a coin. Get
Please
yourself a nice
don't.
one.
Hell, I'll take a coin.
At that point, he does smirk as he does toss it to you, though, I'm realizing
Yeah.
the great
Well, at least you've got clever jokes. All right. Well, so, two-pronged attack seems like the best choice we've got. The question is, who goes for the heart, and who goes directly for Strahd?
Well, since Melchior came back to the room, Shade goes over to him. So, what'd you
Oh
find
yes,
out?
Melchior. How did you did you find anything out? Yes.
Yeah, I wouldn't say anything that was exactly reassuring.
Oh, cool, great, fantastic.
Is it bad news?
Yeah, no, I don't know,
Well,
honestly.
Tell us, and we can figure it out.
So essentially, the deal that was made in the past was for Strahd to gain control of Barovia and live forever as its guard, to keep things in here that didn't belong in the material plane anymore. And we saw how that worked out.
Yeah, that
Kinda-
worked out perfectly.
Technically, he's. I suppose things haven't left. That is true.
But he became a tyrant.
I see.
And if he dies, then that barrier is broken. Unless somebody else decides to take it.
And
To be cursed.
Who would do that exactly?
To rule Barovia.
To be cursed. Is it not a curse? I don't see how this is not a curse.
I don't know. To some, living forever is a curse. To others, it's not.
To live forever. Surely there must be more than just living forever. You have to guard this place, right?
Well, from what we know of Strahd, and from what I was told, he controls who leaves and who stays.
Their souls, too?
Yes, nothing leaves Barovia unless its guard wills it. That includes souls.
So
Okay.
he's been purposely keeping Tatiana's soul here. That makes sense.
He's been purposely keeping everybody here
Well, that
to play
that
with.
too, but specifically Tatiana.
Yeah.
Cool. Great.
So,
Someone else has to take his place. But who can we trust not to be corrupted like he was? Eternal life? Stuck here?
I have an idea, but one, it's up to that individual, and two, they're going through a really tough time. I would want to burden them with that kind of idea.
No, then let us not. Perhaps we can wait to decide, or must we decide right away?
we need to decide before taking him down. The longer
Is
the
it
barrier is open, the longer things can get out, if I understood correctly, over the table.
Is it possible for one to take the place and then pass it on? when somebody else is ready, like just willingly pass the
We take
baton.
shifts.
Kind of, yeah, like a night watch or something.
How did
don't know.
Strahd come to power? You said he made it a pact?
He made a pact. In his case, it was a blood pact.
A blood pact.
He
Does it
spilled the
have
blood of
to
a
be a
relative.
blood pact?
No, but whoever takes this on needs to essentially sign their soul to be the guard dog of Barovia. So I don't believe it's something that can be easily transferred.
Who were you going to suggest, Cross?
Never mind. I didn't realize there was souls. I thought it was just like choose to be left behind, but you have your own agency. I'm not putting anyone's soul as an idea. Forget it.
I would suggest someone who would find the power over Barovia appealing. However, I worry that someone who is hungry for power would just end up abusing it like Strahd has.
Exactly.
It wouldn't. You couldn't pick somebody for power. It'd have to be somebody who loves people.
Something that can keep their mind occupied.
Well, from what I was told, if the person who takes us over wills it, Barovia could rejoin the material plane. But if
Right.
that happens, then what's the need of the guard?
The guard might serve as its ruler.
Could the guard be able to open the plane but also close it to some?
Yeah.
I believe so, yes.
In a way, it could join the material plane that way.
Exactly, my dear.
I'll
I
do
thought
it.
What?
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 I'll do it.
Oh snap!
Maybe.
But what about your other wife? What about your other wife? Wouldn't she like to see you?
It's okay. She could come back here.
Maybe you should think this over a little bit more, Wakiko.
Wakiko, you would live forever. You would never die.
Wait, how long do you normally live? Like lifespan.
Normally live?
Yeah, humans over here live to like what? 40, 80 if they're lucky.
40?
Loot.
Well, there's accidents happen.
Loot.
I
I've
mean,
seen many accidents in the entertainment that have left people scarred.
from what I know, we live for many years. And I do not mind. I could always bring her over here. If I could fix this world, we could start having things here. I do not mind being a guard dog. I have plans.
Wakiko, you would
If
live
no
forever.
That
But
doesn't
nobody
bother
else
me.
would. No one else would. Chunks would not live forever. Thane would not live forever. None of us. We would all perish. But you would still live. I would not wish that on you.
But souls always do live forever. Spirits walk plane all the time. Do not underestimate my power with the world. With the spiritual plane.
I would trust her.
If no one else will do it, I will. The people here, they have corruption. They have bad. But everyone have good inside them. We can fix Barovia.
Wakiko.
That's quite the sacrifice that you're willing to make.
You would not mind never leaving. We would have to come see you, I suppose.
I could have Ravenloft as summer vacation home. It's fine.
I'm in no dire need to see the world. I'll stick by you for as long as I can.
Stick around.
I only live a few years anyways. It'll be fun. You can bury my body.
Guys.
I'll annoy the shit out of you. Bring you things. Help ya.
That's right. You
Yes.
can't die either, can you, Harmony?
I'm sort of stuck here in ways. I think I was supposed to have stayed here, so if you need help, I'll help you.
You know what we need after this? We need a holiday.
In our summer home, Castle Ravenloft.
I mean, we could make this place beautiful.
We'll invite the townsfolk over. It'll be nice. Change of pace.
But I'm assuming if you're gonna be the ruler of this place, you're gonna need a council, right? To help you go out and get things and bring them back if you want to make it pretty.
Of course.
And you'll always have a...
I ask that you think it over a little more. And if that's really what you want, I can't stop you.
If someone feels better suited, I do not mind giving it up.
Yeah.
But if no one will claim it, I know I can protect.
Just
I
keep
have
it.
come to terms that my journey doesn't need to go further. I have found what I've been looking for.
What if we find another person, though, on this journey?
Can we trust anyone else?
Well, I suppose we can ask the room. Is anybody else interested in this?
I know I cannot. I have things I need to do. There's wars to be fought.
I already have too many binds. I have made too many promises. I cannot also take this.
I could think of one person who would probably happily take up the charge.
You don't mean Maria, do you?
She probably means Maria.
I mean, my sister, yes.
But she went off to do God knows what. We don't even know if
She
she
kind
can.
of ditched us.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be
She
comfortable with that.
is a woman of her own. Yes. Her own rules and her own path, but she has never once yet, as far as I can tell, betrayed any of us.
Yet.
It's an option based depending on what she's gone to do. I don't think she's all bad. But I don't know if she can be trusted with all of Barovia.
I guess that's something we'll figure out when we see her again.
Well, you know what? When we catch her, let's zone a truth her, and find out.
Last time you used Zone of Truth, I was the only one affected in a room full of bad guys.
Well, I mean, it kind of worked out for us.
Irina,
You got the...
do you intend to leave Barovia as well? Or do you intend to stay?
I want to see the world. I've been here all my life. I intend to help those where I can, when I can. And if I learned anything from, yes, an asshole of a sister, but a fair one nonetheless, I don't think she'll do anything to harm me.
One thing though, don't go southeast. It's all country bumpkins.
You can't generalize.
Well,
That was my favorite.
it is worth considering.
It's better than tying Wacky Go up here.
I
Say that.
I do prefer it to. Wakiko, I do appreciate very much your willingness to help these people. But I do not want to see you bound to this land when there are so many other places perhaps where Ilana might need you. And where we might need you not to leave us.
I whisper the shade. What if TikTok takes the control?
Oh no, I would rather do it than TikTok.
Those words you put
Absolutely
back into your
not.
beak.
Absolutely not.
See, as much as I dislike him on a,
You know,
Put those words back into your beak this instant.
maybe Argy? Argy?
he would push his friends off mountain.
I mean,
That was a planned effort.
Sure, but he still.
I think I'm out of the running after what happened to I shake my robot arm.
I think Argy wants to leave just as much as many of us do.
Yes, I do.
All right.
I love you all.
Okay, show of hands.
You're
Show
all
of
great.
hands. Who wants to leave? Leave. Everyone, show of hands.
Autumn raises her hand.
Shade raises
I-
hers.
That's one.
I also raised my hand.
I rub
Really
my arm.
yeah.
I'm like, I
Scribs.
kind of like it here.
If I
TikTok
have to
is eating a lamb chop. Kasari has her hand raised.
If I have to stay, I would do it, but I would prefer not to.
All of you tripping over yourselves to sacrifice yourselves when perhaps the greatest sacrifice is living rather than throwing yourself on the pyre. Enough.
I
The
don't
only-
think that
the
it
only-
would. Go ahead, sorry.
I was gonna say the only person who's willing to stay that has not shown the sign of it is Chunks, who is looking proudly at you, Wackio. I don't remember everything exactly, but my soul is telling me that if the choice came to it, I could see us moving the farm for you.
Aw.
Oh.
That means everything to me.
At the very least, whoever does rule this place, it's gonna need some help putting things back together.
Agreed.
Mhm.
I know that Thane and yourselves have knowledge of agriculture. If needed, I can stay at least for a time to tend the land. But I would not want to remain bound to it.
I think we're gonna spend some time here fixing things up, and then.
Well, I mean,
Just knowing the door is open, it would be enough for me, I think.
yeah, after Strahd, we still got a mummy to burn.
Let the sunshine in.
Oh, I haven't felt the sunshine in so long. I can't wait for it.
I've
I
almost
know.
forgotten what it feels like.
Argy, Kasari, and Rita stare almost like they glare at you, Shade.
Oh, that's
Heavy
right. You
no.
guys haven't felt the sun yet, Shane.
5 years.
Well,
Argy
change
is
that
almost
then.
like his eye twitches a little bit. Rita said, what our gnome friend here is saying is, yes, a little bit of vitamin C would go a long way.
Well,
I mean, there's
it's
milk
fine.
for that.
We're gonna make sure you guys get to see the sun again soon.
Speaking of sun,
Mari just turns on fucking Discord light.
Light mode, yeah.
Does the sun
This
sword
might-
give off like actual like real sunlight?
It's
guys look.
pure sunlight, yeah.
Here's something that I think kind of maybe glossed over. What if he got rid of and completely destroyed everything that was supposed to be kept away? Then there wouldn't be a need for a guard dog.
Light.
Unless the gods need somebody else locked away. There's always threats.
think it's there for
Yeah.
like a safety reason, and less of a there's a problem here now. I think it's more of a there might be a problem in the future. We need somebody, dear God, we need somebody.
If I'm being fully honest, I believe that once Strahd is gone, the barrier will drop, and
It
whoever's
would.
waiting for it will get out. So
Maybe. Unless
Not to
it's
bring on the
taken quick
move,
enough.
there's also the other thing we have to deal with. This is more of a contained thing. Not really an issue unless he shows up real quickly. That motherfucking revenant.
Shane immediately
Yeah.
just kind of like tenses up.
Revenant?
And what of
What of a revenant?
Oh, he showed up here.
Yep.
Here
We
in the
told you
crypt?
this, right? Yeah, I think we told you this.
There's
So
a-
like,
What?
I recall I recall our hair. I quickly recall our harrowing tale through Castle Ravenloft. In just fast detail. So we went in, we found some witches. Shade got captured again. We blew up the tower. Then the Revenant showed up. We cooked the teleporter. He came to the teleporter. He followed us, and we blew him to smithereens.
So he's dead.
No.
Well, he's a Revenant though.
He's going.
So, I mean, we've killed that bastard how many times?
3.
The same revenant. There's only one. How
Oh,
many
also he's
revenants are there?
wait, whose mask did he steal, by the way? I forgot.
Are there not more
Rita's?
than
Rita's.
one?
Maria's?
Rita's.
Oh, he stole Rita's mask.
He did.
See. Well then. All right.
So
Okay.
so as long as he doesn't show up when we're fighting Strahd, we should be fine.
All right.
What of-
In the event that this revenant shows up,
We just try to knock at the door.
what do we do? What is our plan? We need to formulate a plan. We need a plan. We can't go into this blind.
Well, he's kind of pissed at all of us. Though when I last saw him, he was glaring daggers at me, and I really don't want to deal with that again. So, like, if he does show up, fuck.
Well, I mean, I got buddies who are revenants. Maybe a revenant take care of a revenant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Speaking of the Revenants,
Don't
Oh
say
God
that.
god damn it!
no, he's not outside. But I did some research into
He's underground.
the figure. He mentioned when he took the mask, he put red stripes across the cheeks. Yes.
Yes.
I just went over brief details.
If my research says correctly, that is ultimately the mark of a Valakian warrior. One typically, not Valakian, I'm sorry, a Vistani warrior. One namely out for vengeance.
But
So
I
he just
didn't.
wants you, Shade.
I didn't do anything to him.
I know you didn't. However, we did happen to kill a Vistani woman a few months ago.
Who
What?
murdered babies? Just saying.
Jason.
What?
Yes, Palatina.
Oh man. So that
Palatina,
shows
child
that-
murderer, Mordu. Child murderer.
I mean, she had it coming.
But I wasn't
So
here for
I
that.
I do not
This is
believe
my
that
mom.
matters to her son. Whether or
We
not she was
murdered his
good
mom,
or
oh
bad,
God.
you still killed his mother. That is what matters to the son, I believe.
Tough nuts.
Exactly.
Tough nuts.
But I didn't kill her. Why me?
Welcome to that. Is it clean?
Maybe at some point you got in the way of his vengeance towards someone else.
Yeah.
But regardless, it sounds like
I'll take it. Here, I'll just.
he's out for your blood. Or whoever gets in the way of avenging his mother.
Well, I guess there's just one thing we can do.
What?
Jesu goes to hell.
We can't do that to the portals, to the barriers. Gone,
And
though,
cut
so-
stream, this game is over.
Goodbye and good night. See you
We're
later.
done here.
Strahd is cancelled.
It's not canceled.
So, because he got thrown into my bucket, he wants me dead. And because I held him down while we got rid of him, he wants me dead. Is that what I'm hearing?
I
Yeah.
think he wants multiple people here dead. It sounds as though it is not just one of us that has displeased this revenant. However, it seems to be possible to delay him just for a while. So if he does show up, as long as we can take him down, he will not be an issue, at least for a little while, whenever he comes
Here's
back.
the thing. I think he's getting stronger because this time none of our spells were able to do. None of our non-offensive spells were able to do jack shit to him.
Well, he's a revenant. Perhaps he cannot be charmed or...
He also didn't vaporize just being in here uninvited.
Yeah.
He was just
came
slowed
into the
down.
crypt uninvited.
I didn't invite him. Shay didn't invite him.
He
Duke didn't
invited
invite him.
himself.
Yeah,
That's
he
the reason why
said.
we don't have a teleportation circle.
He said, "Fuck the invite."
Guess who's crashing the party? Jasu. That's who.
No.
I just.
What? Oh,
I
shit.
really hope he does not show up. Wow. Like.
All right. Well, if he does show up, we'll have to deal with him then.
You get
I
that
mean-
music out of here.
Maybe we'll have to bind him and like drop him in a lake or something.
I mean, I was able to effectively hold him down with my mime hands.
I was able to hold him down with a spell too, but
Perhaps a containment spell might be what we need for him.
Perhaps
What was that
friendship
about
is
putting him at the
magic.
bottom of a lake?
Yeah, enchanted shackles, bottom of a lake. I mean, that seems like it would...
Isn't
Oh,
there
wow.
supposed to be some sort of creature in the lake that
Trying to
That-
drown children.
please don't.
might...
Please don't tell me
consume-
about creatures in lakes.
There's creatures in
There's a
there.
creature in the lake.
I really
Lake.
don't want to hear about any sort of monstrous
Oh, right,
creature
well,
that's in a body of
listen-
water.
All right.
They happen.
All right. So if we can restrain him, tie him up somewhere, prevent him from moving, we can get back to our business.
Well, I mean, that's only if he bothers us.
Right. If he may not even show. You're right. He might not even make an appearance.
Like the best case scenario, he respawned in wherever the farthest place from us right now.
Listen, I really do not want him to come back to the crypt. Also, that would be
Yeah, that would be
But
lovely.
we also
We
don't
can
want...
make friends with him.
no.
No, bad
Yeah.
thing. Just no.
I've not been mean to him
Well,
yet.
as long as she doesn't try to stop him, he probably won't kill her.
You're incorrigible.
Incorrigible.
Well, anyway, we should probably finish figuring out what to do about Strahd. I think he's a bit more important.
For me to be with the Revenants and come with the army of Revenants, like me and Harmony kind of need like a way to communicate with y'all long distance.
I have message. That's limited.
I
Okay.
believe there are quite a few of us that might have an ability we can use.
What's message do? I'm not magically inclined. I know how to heal things a little. That's about it.
It's limited. It's a limited range. I can. I cast it and I speak. Hello. I'm in his head. This is your automated speaker talking. You may respond to this message.
Mm.
This is all in your head, by the way. I wasn't moving my mouse.
Okay. That could work, I say in my head, hoping it works.
I believe there's a stronger version of this that exists, but it's beyond my machinations.
Is it-
Melchior?
I'm sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you guys, but I'm trying to prepare.
What the? Okay, I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Do you know one thing? We should probably stock up on some shit, cause this will probably take a while. Sieging
Alright.
Castle Ravenloft and all in all.
Yes.
This
Oh,
likely, yes,
also,
the final hurrah.
we almost forgot. Melchior, the Tome of Strahd. After we read it, we realized that there are some pages that are illegible, perhaps because of age and wear and tear. And we were wondering if you might be able to help us to repair these pages. Perhaps there's some more information we could glean that would help us.
I can clean it up a bit.
I'm not certain just how much you'd be able to clean up this sort of thing, but perhaps if you have prestidigitation or mend, we could see what else was written. There might be more keys.
I have prestidigitation. I can try that.
Garcir, what do you think about all?
I can take it in my hand and I'll just cast prestidigitation on it.
Over the table. It's every cast, because of how old the book is. Actually, what does the spell say exactly? Let's see here.
It's right there.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You can insulate, clean, or soil an object no larger than 1 cubic foot.
So the book is immaculate now, but it isn't
It is
exactly repaired.
Yeah.
It is not repaired yet. No, it is clean. Like any kind of stains and dirt's clean, but the age, the book itself is still faded. You would need something that does mending.
There has to be
However, you're
someone
halfway
in
there.
town that knows something. Ooh, I have an idea. Let's call a town meeting, and amass forces, supplies, and all that other junk. Can we do that? I whispered to Shepard, specifically Shepard.
Specifically Shepard.
The Shepherd says, maybe if you give them all food. Also, I think maybe close to Shepherd's feeding time. I'm gonna go and give him his grub. However, I do want to say one thing. Argia. I know most of you, well, one of you, he looks over to you, Luke, don't like me, but it's been a pleasure, fighting with you all. And if you needed anyone to go on the suicide run after the heart, I would volunteer for that.
Can we now call it a suicide run?
Yes, I would prefer us not lose more lives.
The heart attack!
Loot.
Fine, the heart attack. I'll gladly go on the heart attack. Pardon me, I am also scared.
Cardiac arrest.
However, you've all done your part. I want to continue doing mine.
You've also done your part. Please do not sell your contribution short. I, for one, am glad you are here. I would not wish to see you throw your life away. But if you wish to fight alongside us, intending to live another day afterwards, we would be happy for you to come and to attack the heart. I'm not calling it a heart attack. I'm not. Sorry.
A heart attack.
No, I'm not.
I
No.
glare.
I'm not doing that. No, I'm not. I will not do that.
The heart attack does kind of sound cool.
Please.
Heart throb.
Please.
That just sounds gross.
Heartache.
I'm going
That
to.
just sounds
throw
like
up.
we got over a bad.
I got it! Heartbreak!
Heart failure.
Heart failure!
Yes!
Mr. Galahad, could you please put on the kettle again? I would very much appreciate some tea.
Will do, happily. And I must say, I will also join our lovely gnome friend on the attack on the heart.
Thank you for not calling it the other thing. Appreciate
Heart
that.
attack.
What, the sheer heart attack?
Please stop.
Team heart attack! Oh! As he
No.
runs off into the kitchen.
He evaporates
I know, take
sizzle. I know one thing though. I owe that bitch of a vampire a few slaps back.
Yeah, I know I'm gonna go kick that vampire right in his fucking ass. And
Yeah.
also try and keep you guys alive, because I don't
So
want you guys to die.
basically, all the player characters are going after Strahd, while the NPCs go after the heart.
Rita sighs, that's Not sure why you call us that, but
That was specifically out of character. Like, come on.
I have a good hunch. I can see it in your face. But that is not a bad idea. You lot, the Misfits, are by far this resistance' greatest strength. You've already been...
Sorry.
No, go ahead. You're gonna say.
If anything, we'll sure keep them entertained for quite a bit. Quite a bit.
And we'll be sure to make that fucking thing finally crack.
We'll be counting on you. Or if you are not able to crack the heart, we will not be able to win our battle either. I think that perhaps your job might be the most important. We will merely be stalling him until you are able to accomplish your mission.
Break his heart.
Don't break his
That
heart.
is... Yes, I believe so. Irina, perhaps your whips are capable of,
Doesn't Irina
My
need to come
place
with
is
us?
already...
That's true.
My place is already decided.
That is
I'm with you on Strahd.
You are just right. I don't know what I'm thinking. I hope Galahad comes back with that tea.
Oh, you can count on my magic with the heart. I'll go check on the tea.
Okay, thank you.
A good portion of you are coming to fight Strahd as well.
You know I am.
Oh, I know
I
you
will-
are.
I will
Oh,
not
of course.
leave you to fight him alone. I will go.
I think it'll be important for us to solidify some roles during the battle.
No punches underneath the belt. Play safe.
What?
Actually,
No.
please
If you-
punch
if
him
you hit
underneath the
nads,
belt.
I
you're out.
believe that Strahd has earned some under the
Yeah.
belt punching.
Roles, not rules.
Um,
No rules.
Oh, so
Go-
street fight.
Go all out. But
Great.
roles, like who is going to be focusing on damage and who is going to be focused on keeping everybody else alive.
I mean, I have some healing spells.
I go over to Harmony and grab her shoulders. Harmony?
Yeah.
Harmony. Sweetie.
Mhm.
Honey. Listen. I want you to take that pretty unicorn that you have and use the hell out of it.
Right. That was the plan.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure we were on the same page. I will be helping you heal as much as I can while also getting hits in. But if you ever need me to back up and help you with the healing, just say so, please.
I have a healing spirit as well. I can summon it as needed, and I imagine that given my skill set, I will be fighting from a distance, supporting you. But I
I'll
will.
be mid-range. Everyone else is close range.
I'll be up close
Yeah,
and
same.
personal.
Can
I
only
mean-
fight up close.
It wouldn't be a bad idea for those of us fighting long range to have the rapid drinker ability to stock up on some potential potions to take with us.
Perhaps there's some at the shop? Or
Haha,
just
shut.
if Scribs is among us? Scribs is not among
Is
us.
Scribs been in the... Where is Scribs? I saw him
Where's
earlier.
Scribs?
He's out there.
Yes, sorry, I was
Okay.
Right.
talking to Rita about attacking the heart. I was gonna join her. Yes,
Scribs, what
Yes.
items do you have?
I have not many.
Oh,
I've been doing my best to keep Ismark and the village of Barovia, stocked.
That is fair.
It's not doing well, yes.
Oh, I see. We
is
may have to
business
do...
booming?
Is business booming? I am making a bit. We have an odd obsession with pie still, but we're working off the pastries as best we can.
Mm,
See.
I still have pies.
All those things
I-
are so rotten.
Perhaps,
well, is Danimir still here?
Yes,
Is
I
it-
am.
somewhere. Oh, okay, he's hiding in the back. I couldn't see him. I could literally.
Hi,
Could not.
there's a lot of people in here. I'll have the master round here help me with creating some more of the herbs for you.
Perhaps
Give us
that
a day.
Yes. It isn't. Is it possible to mix them into water so we can drink them?
Unfortunately not. No, it would be like drinking wet herbs. It wouldn't. It would actually ruin the consistency of it all.
I see. Well, I thought I would ask.
Like ever drink pepper water? Doesn't really do the trick.
Yes, my sister, bless her, when she was still alive, loved to experiment with medicinal and magical herbs. I was the test subject very frequently.
Ah.
Anyway, I
Disgusting.
see what you mean. We appreciate any help you would be able to give us in this
He
regard.
does. Come, boy.
Put the boy
20.
to work.
That's very nice. Come, kid. Oh.
Thank you, kindly. uh,
Rowan's older than that.
all right, so it seems we've got a group to attack the heart, and we've all figured out sort of our roles in attacking Strahd.
Yeah, I can attack close up. I can attack far away with my crossbow, and I situated a bunch of my spells, and I have a bunch of spells I think would work against Strahd, but as you know, I only have so many spell slots, and I would like to save those spell slots for when we need healing.
Understandably. I believe, based on how Strahd has behaved, he will try to separate us, to pick us off one by one. That is how wolves hunt, and he is, a predator, and perhaps we are his next meal. That is probably.
Aren't vampires bats, though?
Yeah, and as I was saying, the point is that he may try to pick off whoever he sees as the weakest target. So perhaps we should operate in units and not separate.
I mean, we're all gonna be there. We're just positioning.
Yeah, I think all of us sticking together,
Yes, it's
cohesive group, probably the
true.
best.
That is silly of me.
I will not be there right away.
Autumn,
Yes.
are you doing okay?
I'm fine. Where is Galahad with that tea?
Such a craving for tea.
I am just so. I am very nervous. I am trying not to be nervous.
I'm gonna cast calm emotions on you.
What?
It'll calm you down.
Okay.
Calm emotions.
Uh.
You're feeling zen. Unless you resist it.
Are you going to use like every fucking spell slot that you have,
No,
Tara?
actually, yeah. Don't use that right now.
This is
You
literally.
need to
This
conserve your spell slots.
Okay.
He's gonna have
Hello?
time.
This
Yeah,
is. Okay.
Out of character, you will have time to get your spell slots back before the battle. It's okay. To say
Also,
go.
this isn't a spell
Roleplay.
slot. This is my drum.
Before
and it's
Autumn
calm
gets
emotion.
more anxiety about
This is
using
drum.
his
This is drum.
spell
Okay.
slot.
If you see the drum.
Yeah, it's my daily. It's my one daily use of calm emotions on a drum. I mean, it's charisma, so I doubt it's gonna fucking work on Strahd. This is out of character, by the way.
True. Okay.
So, like, it's kind of expendable.
Galahad,
I just thought it'd be a good roleplay bit. Jesus Christ, Autumn.
Okay, Pear, can I insert a little bit into the scene?
Do it.
Okay, Lute walks over to Autumn and is like, "You're not you when you're hungry," and gives Autumn a Snickers.
Oh, I grabbed one of Shade's chocolates. Can I do a sleight of hand for that? See how good I do that?
Shade's like, that's mine.
Or it just happens. What do we want?
You
I'll
know,
tell you
I
that.
Yay!
thank you. You know, I actually did neglect to eat breakfast. I think my mind was on any other things. This is probably. Thank you.
Good. Also comes with your tea. There you are, extra minty.
Thank you very much. Yes, perhaps I am just hungry. You are correct, and I will be calm.
I'm curious.
You can freak out when we're at the castle.
What was that, Cheeky?
Is there any way why I could like figure out why Autumn's acting strange? Because she wasn't acting like this whenever we were at Rictavio's and stuff like that.
Shade is also trying to perceive with her half-elf eyes.
Half-elf eyes, she's squinting, squinting at Autumn as she drinks her tea.
See past the
Roll
veil
perception.
of humanity.
Shade and Wakio, each of you roll insight.
Sweet. Great, thanks, Insight. My best roll, and yet fucking fails me every time.
Sorry. Oh no, someone's been kidnapped.
Oh, we have been kidnapped.
Hi.
Hi.
Let's see. Hey, Natty, can you hear me? Natty.
Natty can.
Okay. I can't. I'm in text. Got it. So the pair of you would see this. You notice that Autumn has been very kind of quiet, kind of like being a little bit risk averse since leaving Rictavio. In particular, you would notice that I would say the inside roll. At this point, this is where Rocky would catch on to that. Okay, yeah, she just seems very sick today, and maybe Autumn might have the flu. And additionally, for the 18, sorry, Sheikah, maybe Natty could reveal it in a second. See in a bit. You've also noticed, Natty, that she hasn't drinking any alcohol in a bit.
Calming.
Actually, considering the radius, all of you are under calm emotions unless you want to resist it.
Right, yeah, so we can all be chill.
Wait, what do you mean everyone out, Shade?
What? I'm not leaving.
What? Why do you want us to leave, Shade?
I guess.
Autumn starts saying, I can. Oh, okay. Wait.
Spellings, by the way, because I'm leaving.
No,
wait,
I'm taking my calm emotions with me.
Wait, hold on. What?
We're gonna chill outside.
What's going on?
Immediately start freaking out.
The calm emotions are leaving. She starts to panic.
I really fucking love how Shade's like everybody out. Akiko like, no, it's like, all right, I can't really fight that. I mean, you got like 100 pounds on me and 20 strength. Everybody else but Akiko and Autumn out.
Autumn looks nervous.
Can I have Loot by the door to try to see if you can listen in?
No.
Roll a stealth check real quick.
Okay.
Fine.
Nope.
You are like caught so fast.
In fact, you make no noise.
God, I hate that Strahd's wearing those fucking glasses
I
too.
trip and slam my head into the goddamn door.
Okay, so where are we at now?
I'm gonna go fucking shopping.
Autumn will
I
come and
wanna
help
go shopping
collect
too.
supplies.
Can I say like I have everyone collect money so when we go shopping, you know, getting our supplies.
Yeah.
Wait, are
Autumn
you
will
about to
hold the money.
panhandle?
Autumn will hold the money and chaperone the children.
Okay.
I'm not letting you touch my gold.
Yeah, I have
Well, you
1,000. I'm not letting you touch it.
Wow. Okay.
I'll
Alright.
give you
How
mine.
How dare you assume I can't handle gold? I may be a Kanku, but like we're buying shit for the party.
I trust Loot.
I trust
Thank
Luke.
you.
I trust Autumn more.
Okay.
That's fair, actually.
So anyway,
You've screwed
let's
me over
go
too many times,
do what
Bernie.
needs to be done.
All to the sound of
So,
drums.
I can get
Gonna have
apothecary
fun.
first. Okay. Let's see.
I want to buy a little bag of pigs. Not for any particular reason. I just
A bag of pigs?
Please
think they
focus.
might be useful.
No,
A
no,
bag
no.
of beans.
A bag of beans. Give me back beans.
No, please.
Beans.
No,
beans.
let me go away.
They're the beans.
At the apothecary, who is run by a homely woman, about in her 20s.
Does she
brown
recognize
hair.
us?
Maybe. You still owe me that drink there, brother Brain. Never got it.
I give her 2 gold.
Where's the interest?
Does this lady look like an asshole?
She looks like an annoyed lady who may have seen a certain bird proclaim that Melchior would go buy everyone drinks.
Oh shit! I knew this would fucking come back to bite us.
All right, well,
Listen,
aside from that, if she seems nice, I'm not gonna steal from her.
Can we please not steal from these people that have just gotten their town back? Thank you.
I give her 5 gold to make her shut up. I just want the fucking potion, god damn it.
Potions?
Healing potion.
Do you have beanbag?
Why am I letting you do the talking?
You didn't say anything. You're here with us. You can interact.
Pardon me. What my friends?
I was asking question. Autumn, it rude to interrupt.
Okay, then Autumn has to stand over there and think about the choices she's made in her life and wonder if she's made the right choices in her life.
I can give you a bag of beans. They aren't exactly fresh. A lot of our stocks are still limited here. I have a bit of pinto, some black beans. But for you, I can give them, for 6 silver pieces.
Okay. I hand her the 6 silver pieces.
All right, you have an average bag of brown beans.
Hell yeah. Okay. Now you may talk, Autumn.
As for
I was
potions,
staring at the wall.
I don't think you realize how deprived magically you've been for a long time there, Kenku. But I think I know of one place in town that could help you out.
Do tell.
It'll cost you.
Oh, it'll cost us, will it?
Yeah.
10 gold on the table.
I put one bean
go
down.
Make a persuasion roll.
Swear to God, don't fuck me. 21. 10 gold.
She takes it.
Okay, so that's down 15.
Do you remember where Blinksy's place used to be? So, toy shop?
Oh, yes.
Here's a new shop over there. If you go around back, there should be a staircase down. Got a guy who's selling acquired goods from the Voctors types. Managed to get there before everyone else. Might be up your alley.
Thank you.
Can I ask if she has anything else of use for this situation?
All right, I suppose we could go to the underground store now.
Yeah.
So making it across town, you see various shops and homes in repair. Not all of them open. Due to time, you come to Blinksies, which is almost essentially a crater. Toys lay scattered across the ground still, and you do not see any kind of like old dried blood inside the place. But you do see in kind of the back, almost like in the floorboards, kind of blown down to what you'd assume would be the basement, is a single sign with a smiley face across the top and a velvet curtain in front of it.
Oh.
Well, here we go. I walk in.
I don't like this.
I don't either, but Loot just went in, so I am in charge of Loot, so Shade follows.
Autumn takes a deep breath and follows.
You bounce off the curtain.
Oh!
What?
Huh?
Do I bounce off the
Autumn, you feel your hand like burning.
Oh no. No. We have Shade.
You can say it's inside already.
Oh my god.
What?
Wakiko.
Huh?
Wakiko, no. Don't go. You have to go get them. Wakiko, you have to. The Phantom is in there. He's gonna trick them into something. You have to go get them.
Oh, shit. I need to go in there?
Oh shit.
Yeah, I am forbidden to interfere, but
we
can't.
just wanted the shop, Flynn, for fuck's sakes.
Please, Wakiko, don't do anything stupid. Just go get them and come back.
I got this.
Okay.
Wackio, do you go inside?
Yes.
Entering in, you walk into a black room. Shade Loot already there, kind of losses you. As a light suddenly bursts into frame. You find yourself in a theater.
Excuse me!
The theater.
What?
Oh no.
Did you say theater?
Oh, I knew you would do this, you son of a bitch.
Oh,
you
fucking
brilliant
hell!
man. Brilliant
Excuse
man.
me, I'm stuck outside!
What the fuck is happening?
Loot is delighted by the apparel.
Shade is going to grab Loot and push him behind her and pull out her daggers.
As the light comes up on the screen, you see in marquee letters, "Welcome to the magical shop of wonders." Suddenly, a large smoke bomb appears in front as scrawny at first, he rises to his feet. The Phantom bows.
Oh, hey,
all
buddy,
three
it's
of
been
you.
a while. Been a while.
What?
Hello, Loot, Shade, and Wackio.
Have I met this man?
Welcome. I have been waiting for you.
You see, this is. I turned the shade. This is the Phantom. I met him a while ago, but for some reason he stopped talking to me. He was pretty cool.
Oh, I lowered my daggers?
I hear you're in the market for something magical, something dark, maybe perhaps even
Well, before that,
mischievous.
how have you been? I haven't heard from you for a while.
Do you got beans?
I have beans. I have many things. I have a deck of cards. I have armor and swords of all sorts.
Well, that's really nice, and we appreciate the help. We have really got to get going. I just received a message from one of our good friends. It was the mental message. Something has happened at our base, and we've got to go. And Shade's gonna grab Loot and Wakiko and start to back up.
As you back up, you find there's only nothing but a solid wall.
Shit!
Oh boy!
Shit!
It's always what?
No. You can't just leave just yet without getting a look at my wares.
Okay. Well,
Has he not like acknowledged my questions at all?
Yes, I've heard you, Loot.
That was out of character.
That's how good he is.
If anyone can break this fourth wall, it's the fountain. Just saying.
All right. Okay.
And I have found myself with a better deal of sorts. You, frankly, bore me. It has potential too. I know, we could have done so many greater things, but you decided to be all average.
Well, you know, average
average
is
is
if
good
average does.
Yeah, average is good sometimes.
I mean, compared to you, you're pretty cool though. So like, it's hard to stand out. Stand out.
Raises his hand and snaps his finger as various boxes appear in front of you. 6 in total. I have a feeling all of these would serve you well. He takes the first one and pushes forward towards you, and it floats as it opens up, revealing a collection of 20 healing potions.
Okay. I know you can hear me, Phantom. I, as a player, don't trust this, but Loot is excited because this is exactly what we wanted.
Shade is going to grab onto Loot. Shakes her head.
Well, we kind of need these, though.
Listen, we don't even know what kind of payment he's wanting here.
That's a good point. Do you take gold or credit? Credit.
No.
I have different tastes.
Nope.
For these potions, I would love a certain funnel, or what was once a bucket of.
Why do you want it?
Why do you want the potions?
I mean, it's pretty fucked anyways, right?
I don't know if.
Well, okay, hold on. What are our other options then? We have to peruse your caravan of wonders.
In the second box, he goes and spins it and pushes it towards you all. As out comes out a little deck of cards.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
No.
What are these?
Don't touch them.
What do they do?
What do these
This-
cards do?
Is a deck of many things.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
What is it?
Oh, you don't know what that is?
You don't know what
I've never heard someone
many
laugh
things
and
is?
scream
Oh my god!
So basically, Natty,
Stuck outside!
you know, I'm not gonna spoil anything. Basically, Natty, you know, I'll message you something. Hold on.
This box snaps open up to reveal a beautiful quiver adorned with various flowers and symbols of, it looks like to be Ilana.
A what?
This
Oh god.
is a quiver of Ilana. Allows you to carry various long range and dangerous implements. All together, it can hold everything from arrows, bolts, to even javelins. In this fourth box, spins it around, toss it from hand to hand. You sure you want to see this one?
Yes.
What? Sure.
These cards are pretty cool looking.
He taps the box, it all comes out a staff of healing.
Fuck.
Oh, you bitch! It's probably fucking expensive as shit. A staff of healing, huh? It's pretty spectacular. Well, let me ask you. What? So, what are you willing to trade for? What are you willing to trade for the card or the cards or the staff or the staff?
He's already asked his price. It was the bucket.
Oh, but like I imagine he wants different things.
Yes, different things for different items.
Different
Oh
things.
God.
The fifth one.
Oh, there's more. Okay, sorry to interrupt you.
In the fifth one, he holds up a hand this time.
Fucking Christ!
And he brings out slowly.
I just wanted shopping.
A very calm and almost like blade that's eerily similar to what the one in Melchior has carried for months now. This is a moonblade, a very wondrous item of the elven folk.
Moonblade.
And last but not least, he takes the last box, brings it closer to you, Wakio. As out pops out a crystallized heart. And here we have, last but not least, your darling beloved's memories of you.
Oh.
I know what you're trying to get at. I'm not doing it.
Oh, no, my prices have changed.
They have?
Yes, they have. I have made a deal, and this is my way of showing my support to the Misfits. Give them some things to level the playing field.
And what do you want?
You tell me what you're looking at, and I'll tell you the price.
So let's go to the line then. We know the healing potions would you want the funnel for. So what about the cards? Those are the next item.
Well, you're not getting
the
those
cards.
cards.
For the cards, I'd want her earring as he looks over towards you, Shade.
Ooh.
It'll be over my dead body.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna do. So okay, next item then.
The staff.
The next.
Let me ask you this then. Well, what of my belongings would you require for one of these wondrous things?
Of yours.
Same here.
For you, Lute, my boy. Though I do not require your talents.
I kind of lost creativity. Right?
Yes. You have a certain drum on your.
No. This is out of character. I can't get rid of my fucking drum. That's like all my fucking bonus spells, man.
Don't get rid of it.
Oh. Well, what would you be offering for the drum, I ask?
If anything, I would give you the wand of healing for that.
Ooh.
Shade looks torn at that.
It was gifted to me, and it would be rude. It would be rude to get rid of a gift.
What do you want for her memories?
Her memories? What would you offer for your beloved?
Anything and everything.
Anything and everything.
I do not fear you.
And I do not want to cause fear. You've intrigued me the most. I have to admit, I want to go and see the world once you all handle this. For her memories back once more, I would want your assistance. I would want you to take me to the plane of your kind.
Of my kind?
Do you not know anything at all? His eyes glow for a second as you feel your head kind of hang for a moment as he just flashes and he just leans back his head like, orphan. You're an orphan. Interesting.
That's not very nice.
He waves his hand as the screen changes behind them, revealing a plane of it looks like this, various caverns and earth. You see intricate buildings rising out of the ground, not like literally, but just like kind of built into it, carved with expertise that no dwarf could ever imagine of being able to do as well. It's like the very stone itself has been formed. And throughout these caverns, you see not one, but many Oni. Various figures working in and living, thriving, all similar to you. I'm looking to expand out across the plains. I want you to help me go to the plane of, well, the Earth Elemental plane.
And what do you plan?
I want to create art. I want to just make beautiful, wondrous sculptures, and with that, I need the materials. I need an introduction. I promise I will uphold my agreement and will not bring any harm to anyone lest they choose by free will.
I have
And maybe
a question for you,
yes.
Phantom. Are you powerful enough alone to defeat Strahd?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Why have you not?
Because he lets me do what I will. He doesn't really care, and frankly, all this fighting is just boring.
If I may, the reason you're trapped here, for what we recently learned, is because of him. Getting rid of him would get rid of anything holding you back.
No. I can still do what I want here. I've always have the last several centuries.
It's a pretty small canvas, though.
What I don't like is just being distracted. I knew full well if you did manage to go after Strahd, you would come bother me, and that's just annoying.
So you're trapped here by Strahd, but you refuse to kill him.
To be fair, I refuse to kill all of you. Well, choose. It's probably more like it. How about this? To sweeten the deal for your memories, I'll do everything in my power to help you meet your parents. Your real parents.
Essentially, you are asking for access to my plane to have a possibility to corrupt my people. And all you have to offer me is justice. You know I can live without memories. I can create new ones. You know I can live without family. I can create one.
What would you like? I'm curious.
What would I like? What would I like?
You don't have to answer that, Wakiko.
I have more questions. What are you?
I'm one of the Fae. At least the fun ones of sorts. I see the creativity that can come out of life. That can come from being beyond the sense of good or evil.
I have a question.
Yes?
That blade. What did you call it?
The moon blade.
Why do you have that? Where did you get that?
I found it. You're not the first elf or half-elf to come this way. Your people have, well, frankly, tried to ruin my fun before.
I can't
frankly
ever
don't
imagine
even-
why.
They don't appreciate art. The critics. This one, though. This one, I believe, came from one of your elders. At least one of the ones who aren't crotchety old corrupt politician.
One of the elders. Alright, and just how do you think that blade would even help us?
Namely for its magical properties. He points to the runes on the side. Each one of these grants various effects that, well, I'll let you find out once you get the chance to get it attuned yourself. Basically, over the table, there are 5 runes on the side of the blade. Each one has a different property. To find out exactly what, though, you would have to get the blade identified. Either by someone who has magical talent, or use the identify spell to tell you the exact abilities.
Okay. And aside from the drum and the earring, what would you even want for that?
For the Moonblade.
Is anybody else sweating?
I mean, Autumn's outside, like, about to die, so yes.
Why don't you go get help?
There's nothing to be done.
Oh my god. Why are you laughing when I asked what you wanted for it? What do you want for it?
I want a name.
A name?
You'll have their memories still, and you will know. Hell, I'll even will tell you exactly what they are. But I'll take your father's name for your mind.
You can't do that. That's the only clue I have to where he is. To who he is.
But I would tell you where they are.
You know that?
I wouldn't offer if I couldn't provide.
So, in exchange for the memory of my father's name, which is my only clue to who he even is, you would give me the Moonblade and his location.
Yes, you would have to find the name again yourself, but I feel like as one looking to expand, I need a name of my own.
Oh boy, alright. Shade looks at Wakiko and Loot. Alright. If all you want is a stupid fucking name, and I get the location of where he's at, I guess in the end, it doesn't matter. I'll learn it before long anyway.
Wait. What if she tells us the name? Can we not tell her that, or what?
You can certainly try.
That was in character.
Oh, that would be unfair.
Okay, but hear me out. What if we don't tell her directly what the name is? I promise you that. But like, can we give her like hints? Like, maybe make it a little game. At least a little hint. Hint.
If he happened, she would have to find out on her own. That's
Really?
the fortunate fact of the pact. Of the purchase.
Okay, but
Much
what
like
if we
how
don't...
Autumn can't enter in here.
Okay, but like, what if we don't tell her the name though? Can she still tell us after the fact, or what? What? Before the fact, I mean.
Over the tables to help make clear in syntax. No one in the party could tell her, and in fact, I probably wrote that it would disappear from the party's memory. Anyone who has said it, like in the strip, kind
Okay,
of
so like Kingdom Hearts, I get it.
Like I would say more so as like Spirited Away.
Yeah, but that's a better analogy. I get you now. Okay, that won't work.
I was just thinking like maybe the word would like die in their throats.
Mm-hmm.
So. All right. Before I make this deal, do you think that moon sword will be of any use to us in the coming fight?
Yes, I do. A smile grows across the masked face.
Do you think it will help defeat Strahd? Do you think it'll help protect everybody?
There is not a doubt in my mind.
All right. And with one like final thought, she thinks of her dad's name one last time and then steps forward towards the Phantom.
He bows down to your level. He stretches out his hand. Do we have a deal?
I whisper to Wakiko, can any of us even use a sword, though? No?
Jade can.
We have a deal. Shade takes his hand.
As you shake the hand, you pull it away to see the sword resting in your hands. It glows warm for a second as it recognizes your touch. As the elven blade actually awakens inside, you realize for a moment as it talks to you, is this... Hello? That the blade is sentient.
Oh, what?
It's been so long since I've been with one of my own kind.
It talks. It talks.
Only you can hear it, by the way.
Oh, cool. The sword.
It's like the blood spear.
The sword's speaking to me. What do I call you?
The blade goes silent for a moment as it like it's starting to still waking up.
How about let's figure that out once we're out of here.
The Phantom stands up as he tells you, every Moonblade seeks the advancement of elven kind and elven ideals. Courage, loyalty, beauty, music, and life are all part of its purpose. The weapon is always bonded to the family line it is meant to serve. When it is bonded with a family, it stays loyal to it. It is absolute. You'll find your father. That is his sword, after all.
What? Wait. No, that doesn't make any sense. My father's human.
Show that blade around in Silvermount. You'll find some more interesting answers there of who he really is.
All right.
Well, Oni, have you decided what more you would like?
Considering our options, I think we're good.
You be Oni.
I'm not sure if there's anything you can give me. In all honesty, the only thing I would want is to be whatever can stop you.
You are an interesting being. Do you not trust me?
No. You have given me no reason to trust you. You have taken from us. You have almost turned my friend into a monster. You made me and Cross go through a living hell, and you take people and make them into art, as you say. You have given me no reason to trust.
Roll a persuasion check. Though I know you weren't exactly persuading. But please do so.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my inspiration on that. Fuck yeah.
Phantom leans back and actually sits down. Not on the ground, but sits down to what looks like to be, to your eyes, like an invisible chair. He's essentially floating in front of you as he scratches his chin. I like you. That's like all of you misfits. You're so interesting.
Even me.
You have your days, bird. He goes and takes the heart from its floating spot, raise it around in his hands. I have one last offer. I think you may be interested in. He tosses the heart towards you as he continues to talk. Do you try to catch it?
Yes.
It lands solidly in your hands. As it does, it scatters into dust as you feel like it kind of warm your soul.
What was that?
Roll an insight check.
Me? Because I want to know what the fuck just happened too.
Yeah, both.
I don't know why my rolls have been not the complete best.
You find a warmth go across you. It's comforting. It's reassuring. You don't know, but you feel the confidence. And though logically you should not trust him in your heart, you get this gut feeling that he just returned Chunk's memories back. Same deal as before. But I help awaken the power of your people inside of you.
Awaken the power?
There's an Oni from the Earth elemental plane. You have the innate ability to control the ground, the earth, rocks. It's the reason why you fell into the role you are as a monk.
And you want an introduction to my people.
Let's just start. Just a chance to say and experience new things. Say hello.
Will you harm them?
I do not intend to harm.
Will you mutilate them?
I've made a promise not to harm outside of free will. I will keep to that, provided I do not break that. You will certainly know. I'm curious to find more like me, ones willing to be artistic.
Well,
Well,
I think we should maybe get out of here before Autumn has an
Skedaddle.
aneurysm.
okay. I will do it.
Phantom puts out his hand.
What kind of things would I even learn, though? How far does it go?
It would be slow at first, but in the end, you would be able to create stone walls, give yourself hardened skin, throw rocks with your mind. Over the table, for the sake of time, it would, on D&D paper, would essentially help you multi-class into being a warlock, but in simpler terms, you kind of become an earthbender.
Oh my god.
God, that's so fucking cool.
But the cost, though. So we came into this, no health potions.
We just wanted to buy potions!
We still have no health potions.
We still have no health potions. We could have bought God, the staff of healing for my fucking drum though. That's a bullshit trade actually. Like I don't even know how many charges that stupid wand has.
Mm.
Can we just be normal salesmen for just a minute and you sell us the potions for normal actual fucking
He doesn't
money?
I don't think he want monetary
He doesn't
gain.
care about money.
He can offer it to somebody else for all I care.
Autumn's like, they've been in there a while.
Go get help!
Who's gonna help? What? Who's gonna help?
Here.
They're just gonna come down. Here's what's gonna happen. They're gonna come down, and the Phantom's gonna
Melchior!
we're gonna into something too.
Get Melchior! Get Garth, Melchior, someone!
Mm.
I don't know if it's too late anyway. If that would even
God.
help.
God.
I mean, fine. Autumn could have gone to get help. Can I still do that? Is that even a thing now? Like,
I would allow it to have you be able to run for help during this.
okay, fine. Then Autumn will go to the crypt and be like, please help the
Shove him
Phantom
with bad, shove him with the
Paid,
shit
loot, and
immediately.
Wakiko, and I can do nothing because, god damn it, there's a pact. I can't, but you guys, please help someone. Except Harmony. Harmony has to stay.
Did
Harmony
you
can't
say
help either.
Phantom?
Phantom.
What kind of help are
Oh my
you?
god, someone's a robot.
Jesus,
Well,
Wolfie.
well,
Autobots roll out.
Okay, the
Autobots.
Phantom's starting to scare me.
So Autumn can run in hysterics into the crypt and be like, please, somebody, please, we have to get them. I can't do this. I can't get them. And they're stuck. And the Phantom's going to make them make some deals and it's not going to be good. And I need help. Please, someone
Your
please help
audio's
me.
fucked.
Yeah, Wolfie's a robot now.
I make.
Everyone's like, God damn it, it's a robot.
What was that, Cheeky?
I said I'd make deal with you for this, but I want the items for just the Strahd fight. Whatever we do not use is back to you.
Ooh.
Where the hell's this Phantom? That fucking sucking motherfucking.
Autobots roll out.
He stole Wolfie's voice.
I'll give you the potions, which are all greater healing, by the way. The divvy amongst the multiple parties you got going on, and the abilities and mentions for a good word into the earth elemental plane.
So he's offering the potions and what else?
The warlock esque abilities.
Ooh.
Fine. She offers out her hand.
shakes it and nods. I look forward to working with you, Master Oni. If he lets go, you can already see forming under your hand the shape of a smiling mask on the back of it, where you shook.
Ugh, don't like that.
However, you also see your hands kind of spark slightly as you feel like a magical energy start to flow through it.
So I do have a quick question, Flint. Since it gives me warlock abilities, does that mean I have to put levels into being a warlock and stuff like that?
We'll talk later. I have an idea of how to work on it.
Oh God.
Because technically I'm limited in what I want to be a warlock with.
Yeah. We'll talk specifics because this was a big deal you made. We'll make sure it doesn't like wreck the character sheet. So to speak.
It was a big deal. A deal you made. A deal.
Quite a deal.
With the Phantom, a deal.
Well,
you made.
Me and Lucky
I didn't
said
make
why
any deals this
You
time.
made. The loot was the responsible one. I am. You know what?
It's never let
As-
me down before.
He bends up and you hear a gush of wind as a exit behind you appears once more. One last thing, one last freebie as he puts his hands up, bends down, and operates from thin air a simple box.
Oh.
Give this to Autumn as she'll understand when she sees it.
I pick up the box.
Thank you, and please do come again. I look forward to your.
So we can't renegotiate that deck of many things you got there. They're very nice looking cards.
He goes and
I think
you swear the mask winks at you as both the boxes, and the whole theater just disappears, almost materializes into a cloud of smoke around you.
Dang
Son
it.
of a bitch, I wanted those cards. I wanted to see him kill us all with those fucking cards.
No, I did not want to see that.
All right. So we're out in the crater. Is it how much time has passed since we? Is it like a time difference thing or what?
No, it's real time. We'll say actually this just as the others come running back to see what the fuck's going on. They see you all standing at the bottom of these stairs of essentially Blinksey's basement. In fact, scattered around you are various random toys and what have you of things that almost survived the fire. Let's start back up at you.
Hi. How'd that go? He's a swell guy, huh?
So Autumn rushes towards Shade, Wakuku, and Loot. You please tell me, for the love of White Stag Clement, you did not make a deal. Please tell me you did not make a deal with him!
If you don't want to hear the answer, then don't ask.
They look fine. You said they were in danger. What did you do?
All right. Well, here's a down low. She doesn't know her dad anymore, and she has to after we kill Strahd, has to send him to the plane of evil, or whatever. Also, you got a box. I shove it to Autumn.
You
Don't you dare talk to me that way again, Shade. You don't know what you're dealing with.
You guys both made deals with the Phantom?
You kind of didn't give us a choice.
There's always a choice.
We kind of did it.
Well, what did you give away then? What did he take from you? And what did you get in return?
Well,
If I could talk, please.
Go ahead.
This is my father's sword, and he gave me a location for where he was. And all I had to give my memory of his name. Man. Flint,
Sorry.
that song does not fit the situation.
It does not. It does not. Sorry.
I need to change my song.
Yes, you do. But continue.
I don't even remember what I was going to say.
Your father's sword?
You gave him a name.
Yes, I gave him a name, and if you're going to chastise me for it, I'd really rather not hear it.
You know what?
I've been searching for my father for so long.
Fine. You won't have to hear it from me. Any consequences you experience from this, you'll find out for yourself.
I'll be willing to deal with it on my own.
You won't. You won't have to.
If you wish to deal with it on your own, then fine. I suppose. If we are no longer welcome.
Is this really
Enjoy
the best
your
time?
father's sword.
Is this really the best time for us to be fighting amongst ourselves?
You know.
I
We're
don't
all
stop.
gonna die tomorrow.
Stop it.
So
Stop. This is no time for this.
nobody deals with anything.
What
on
happened
their own.
happened. I don't agree with it.
Another thing, I don't think it's
Play ball.
fair for anybody. I don't think it's fair for anyone here to judge the actions of her, which by comparison to what me and Wackingo have lost isn't as bad. Don't hate shade on this. We're the ones who insisted on going to. We're the ones who insisted on going to this shady location. For one thing, we get it.
I have nothing to say. It's fine. Just don't worry about it. You said you had something for me.
Oh, I already gave you. I handed you the box. He said it's a consolation. Consolation.
Should I open it? I opened the box. What's in the box? Couldn't get any worse. What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Inside the box, you see an ornament. An ornament that was once belonged to Little Leaf, with the message, "She's alive."
While she's looking at the box, I gotta take out the armor we bought. We bought this at a store. Anyone need leather armor? Leather armor.
It's always useful.
I handed to Midnight. I mean, Harmony. Sorry, I'm a little. This was intense.
Oh, you're good.
We also got healing potions from the Phantom. I don't know I guess if one of us wants to like check and make sure they're not poisoned. You know.
Yeah, Harmony can try them after I whoop her ass a little. Mm-hmm.
It's getting weird.
I can't wait. You got all kinds of cool stuff, it looks like.
Well, we didn't really get to buy a lot. I'd say, like, for the sake of time's sake, we redistributed the money, as much as we could have.
Cool. So Autumn's just gonna cry on the side of the road for a while. That's awesome. Great. Great. She's been having a rough few days.
And if only we had calm emotions.
It's been a hard time for her, and over the table, Autumn was just super worried about the Phantom taking advantage of her friends. So, like,
Akiko's gonna go for a walk.
Yeah, she just wants them to be okay and didn't want him to hurt them, I guess.
So once you hand the 200 back to me, whatever he says, keep the rest. We're gonna need a fine banquet before we go kick some ass.
I suppose Autumn could go into town and buy some ingredients for, like, a feast that will help energize everyone.
Meat!
Meat. Yes, the meat.